Welcome back to D-Train Games and another stream. As always, give me just a minute to get things set up and we'll get the grind going. What's up, Colton? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Already here, man. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. We're going to go ahead and get this thing started. Let's see. Sorry about that. I had to make sure my phone was on mute. But yeah, man, I hope you're doing well, buddy. Oh, still got my shotgun out. I just got done recording Michael's GoldenEye challenge. It'll either be releasing tonight or tomorrow one. Lodge tours today, I don't know. I did tell you that I would come and see yours at the end of the stream, but I don't really think that would be too much. I mean, you can give your opinion on it, Colton, but I don't think it'd be fair to me to do this in secret, where it's like all of a sudden we're doing lodge tours at the end and nobody really gets a chance to do so. I think what I'm going to do, Colton, is I think that I'm just going to wait until I'm ready to do that series, and we're going to do like a 6-hour stream one day where I'm just going to go and visit whoever's lodges they want me to come and see their lodges. But we'll see. I mean, it just depends. If there's not many people in stream and it's like just me, you, and a couple other people, then we'll think about it. But if there's like a whole bunch of us, though, I'm probably just going to wait until we can do it in the series. Hopefully that sounds fair to you. I just want to make sure that nobody feels like that I overlooked them. Like I said, we'll see how many people are in the stream at the end of the stream. Let's see, prime my weapon here. But how you doing today, buddy? You been doing all right? Let's see. I'm excited to go ahead and shoot these bucks. They've been sitting here ever since I first started this place. I'm not going to shoot that guy. I'm pretty sure he's going to float. I don't want any floaters right now. Okay, wait for him to get out of the water. There we go. Where's my deer at? Now, guys, like I said, this is an experimental grind. I have not grinded on this map just yet. So if we notice that a lot of our deer just start disappearing and we can't do a grind on this map, guys, we'll have to abandon my Mississippi acres and do something else. But I am going to give it a good go. What's up, Wolf Boss? What's up, Reed? Welcome, guys. Welcome. Wolf, how was your surgery, man? I think that you were the one having surgery, weren't you? If I'm wrong, then forgive me, but I'm pretty sure you had surgery. If you did, how's it going, man? Country Boy, what's up, guys? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope y'all are doing well. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me if you haven't already. It helps out tremendously. Let's see, where's the big boy at? There he is. Don't think he's going to make diamond, but he has a small chance to. Ah, come on. Wrong gun. Again, guys, I haven't grinded on this one just yet, so it might take me a little bit to get the hang of this map. Come on. Oh, got him that time. Alright, good. Oh, that's awesome, Wolf. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, he doesn't make diamond very often. But I figured I'd use the 308 on him anyway. Let's see here. That's awesome, Wolf. Have surgery just to come home and get a great one. What about that? That's an awesome reward, man. Congratulations on that deer. Hopefully I'll be following in your footsteps before too long, and I'll be able to get me another great one. Be able to complete the huddle multi-mount. Yeah, not a problem, man. Not a problem. Woohoo! Alright, let's see. So many trees. So I apparently have two dead deer here, according to the pressure. I'm already starting to think, guys, that I'm going to have to sacrifice one of my pawns. I really don't want to, because I love the pawns on the right side of the map, but I do need an extra tent here, and I don't have another tent to use at the moment. At least I believe there should be 2 deer here. Oh, that's awesome, Wolf Boss. Reed, I want the double drop time. That is the one that I want next, Reed, is the double drop time rack. I love drop times in non-typical whitetails. So that is what I'm wanting the most next. I'm really hoping for the drop time rack. And I really don't want it to be 50-50. I really would like for both sides to be the drop time. I think I'm just going to move on to this one. I mean, I can tell I have 2, but my dog is being taking so long. I hope they fix this, guys, where the dog will literally just teleport to you if you use a 4-wheeler, or anytime you fast travel, the dog just comes with you. It's so annoying when you take a 4-wheeler like 800 yards away from where you were, and your dog is still 800 yards back where you left him. Yeah, the drop time is sick. I love it to death. I love all the great ones for whitetails, though. Like, I'd be tickled with any of them. Wolf Boss, you said typical. Do you have a typical rack? Is that what you're saying? Is that you're one of the few people that actually has a typical rack? Because I would love to be one of those, too. Like, the typical is another one I really want, but of course everybody wants that one. Oh, okay, Wolf Boss. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, you want the typical. Gotcha, man. Yeah, everybody wants that typical rack, buddy. It's so rare. Honestly, I love the typical rack myself, but I don't know what it is. I just love non-typical antlers on my blacktails. Like, back whenever I used to play Deer Hunter 4 and Deer Hunter 5, my favorite trophies I had was a 46-point whitetail, and then I had like a 43-pointer. And those things were just big, thick, and had points everywhere, and absolutely, and those were my favorite trophies I ever had on a hunting game. I kind of wish that I could show you guys my trophy lodge for Deer Hunter 4 because I had some crazy animals in that lodge. I had so many super rares in that lodge and all kinds of stuff where I spent I don't even know how many hours on that game. Deer Hunter 5 actually didn't like as much as Deer Hunter 4. I thought Deer Hunter 4's models were a little bit better than Deer Hunter 5's. Even though Deer Hunter 5 had more animals in the game. Oh, that's awesome, Wolf Boss. Yeah, that's a really, really good map I'm ready to do whitetail on. Like I said, the only reason I'm touching Mississippi is because there ain't very many people that's got a whitetail off Mississippi. Great one. So I'm wanting to be one of those few people that was able to get one. But again, guys, I will not like, I'm not going to torture myself, guys. If all these bucks that I shoot right now, if I go back and they're all just missing, and like it could happen today even, guys, that tells you anything. If any of my zones just do not want to come back, and they're missing guys, then I'm probably going to head and just call it quits on Mississippi. Like I said, I've already got my great one off the map, so at least I can at least say that I got one from Mississippi. But as far as grinding it, guys, I really want to make sure that all my herds are like stable and not solos. If they turn out to be mostly solos, guys, I'm just going to abandon this grind and move back to Red Montpelier doing something else for a while. So again, this is an experimental grind. And I started at 9:30, and it's taking me almost to 10:30 just to do these two zones. So I definitely need to get a tent in here to optimize my travel time. Yeah, Reed. I heavily managed my whitetail and moose, and it took a long time on Revon Tully. It is easy because it's a lot of ponds, so it's easy to do it. But it's not easy. Like time, it's time consuming though. Like that's the only hard part about it. It does take a lot of time. Oh my gosh, buddy, what are you doing a handstand for? Okay, this guy's had a rough day. I don't even know how that happens, but all right. I guess that'll work. Yeah, I do HM most of the time too, guys. Like I said, the only map I didn't do HM on was my New England map, and that's because there's just way too much water on there for me to have the full width. And honestly, guys, I was doing some grinding on there, and it turns out that some of my animals, even though they had kept coming back like multiple times, some of my animals are solos on there apparently. And yeah, so I'm not sure if I'll return to New England or not, but we'll see. Guys, I also want to let you all know there's another one that could make diamond. But I also want to let you guys know that I did record the 300 subscriber special video before our stream today, guys. So that is going to either launch either tonight or tomorrow, depending on what I feel like doing. Man, on my 308. Yeah, might need to reload though. Stop drinking. Oh, that's a bad shot. Well, that's all right. We'll take the one, I guess. Let's see. Did they spook? They did not. Well, good. So this zone worked out. I was hoping that I could shoot them both in this one zone. Looks like I will be able to. It's a long poke, though. And wait till one of them puts their heads down. No, he turned the last second. Whoop. Alright, so maybe that one needs to be adjusted a little bit. I'll probably have to shoot him from this one. Yeah, guys, herd management, I'd highly recommend it for anybody who's doing any grinds. That way you can do, I mean, you can get a lot of diamonds and potential super rares on the way. Again, after 3,100 hours in the game, well, actually not 32. After 3,200 in the game, guys, I still don't have a super rare to my name, but I have plenty of diamonds though. Let's see, where am I? Oh, let me see. So where are these guys at? Oh wait, this is a bear zone, ain't it? One of these is. Okay, so that's the black bear zone. So I put the tent in the wrong one. Whoops. Oh well. Colton, I have one of every great one except for the black bear, the fox, and the tar. But I have two whitetails. So I have two whitetail great ones. They're both duplicates. Just one's bigger than the other, as the big rack. And then I have the typical rack. I think it's spruce for the moose, if I'm not mistaken. And then I have a mocha blade rack for the fallow deer. I have the small rack for the red deer. And then we had the garnet for the pheasant. Come on, buddy. No, not that way. Well, that'll work though. Ooh, that ain't bad, wolf boss. Super trolls are rough whenever you realize they're a troll, but it's still cool to have an animal that big, though it's a rare. Possibly, Colton. I really didn't count. I don't know how many great ones there are in the game. The easiest way to do it is if you know how many great ones there are in the game, just do all of them except for 3, and then add one more. And that's how many I have. So 2 whitetail, moose, fallow deer, red deer, pheasant, and I think I might be forgetting one. I'm not sure. There's one there. I think I'm forgetting. Red deer. So yeah, 7. I think. If I didn't say red deer already. But I got them all in about a year and a half, though. Again, I was more of a casual, avid player. Like, I'd play for several hours at a time, but I didn't play every single day. And now Duke is stuck on the other side of the river. Where did this one fall? Guys, I will optimize this grind over time. Every time you start a new grind, if you're new to doing grinds, guys, this will happen to you. This is my first run I've ever done with this grind, by the way, guys. I haven't done anything since the last time I've live streamed. And as you guys can tell, I'm taking up way too much time here. And this is all part of the learning process. Over time, I'll figure out where to put my blinds to make my time more expedient. I just realized that my dog does not come with me whenever I use those fast travels. I thought he would just pop over here where I was. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. So I'll probably have to move one of my tents down here. Where did this deer die? I mean, I saw him fall over and die. My moose combo reed is the big typical rack and the spruce coloring, I believe. It's like the whitish brown looking fur. I think it's the same one that Flinter has, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that I got the same one that Flinter got. Where did this whitetail go? Guys, I'm so sorry. I just cannot find this whitetail for the life of me. I know I have 2 of them over here. The Duke's having to swim all the way across the river to get over here to me. Yeah, I can't find out where this guy is. Maybe he's in this big bush, and that's why I can't see him? No. Alright. I'm wasting too much time. I'm gonna go down here and grab these animals real quick, guys, and then I'm gonna jump on the four-wheeler and make my way back over here. Thank you, Colton. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, guys, I would appreciate any subscriptions, and likes you guys can give. It helps the channel grow so fast, and I appreciate you all. We're about 150 away, guys, from 500 subs. So, gotta keep pushing, and we'll be able to get these memberships, super chats, and all this stuff going, guys. Yeah, spruce typical. Yep, there you go, guys. I was right. So, yeah, I thought it was the spruce. I just can't remember the colors, what the names for the colors are sometimes. I didn't even check him. Nope, it was 233. I didn't think he'd make diamond, but... No, we didn't get him. I need to move this tent, so let me come down here and grab it. Grab a four-wheeler first. Now, guys, like I said, today I'm moving some stuff around, as you can tell, as well as I'm doing some other things. I do need to move this down here, because I had it on the wrong drink zone. I had it on the black bear zone. I thought this was the whitetail one. I believe this opening right here will do just fine. There we go. Alright, let's move back down here, guys, if we can find that whitetail. Hopefully my dog comes with us. Oh, okay, you have 6 whitetail wolf. That's still awesome, man. That's still a lot of whitetails. There's still a lot of great ones. That's incredible. Yeah, I was more about having one of every species than I was about getting duplicates. But once I've got all the species I wanted, I'm now going for duplicates until the until the Alberta map releases. I'm pretty sure the new great one, guys, is going to end up being a mule deer. That's what everybody's speculating, and I kind of tend to agree with them. And if it turns out to be the mule deer, guys, I am definitely grinding for them. And it does not matter if it's going to be on the new map or not. I am going to try the new map, as long as it looks like it's feasible to do. But yeah, you guys can definitely guarantee that I'll be doing mule deer, if it's going to be a great one. Come on, Duke. At least he ain't stuck on the other side of the river right now. Yeah, I am too, Wolf. I don't know when it's launching, but yeah, I'm hoping that I'll get another whitetail before it ends. I'm doing some New England off stream, and I'm doing this on stream, so hopefully I'll be able to get a whitetail one way or the other. Just to let you guys know, if we do get whitetail number 3 before the new map launches, we're probably going to do some other stuff. So instead of grinding every single stream, we'll probably do a little bit of different things. So we might do some multiplayer hopping. We might do some play together streams every so often. So if we do get whitetail number 3 before the map launches, guys, we'll try to do some other things along the way besides just grinding. Come on, dude. Alright, so it's already 11 o'clock and I started at 9:30, so definitely some changes are going to need to be made. Again, it was my fault because I had one of my tents in the wrong places. If I've already claimed both of these bucks and you guys know I've claimed them, thanks so much for letting me know. I feel like that I may have already claimed both these animals and I didn't realize I claimed them both and just thought I got one. But that would be just like me to stay here for this amount of time thinking that there was another buck whenever I already picked them both up. Yeah, I think I did just that. I think I got both deer, and I've been just waiting for my dog for nothing. That's annoying. The map launches are the next week or the week after. Well, we don't know that just yet, Colton. I'm hoping that it's next week, though. Like, the faster it gets here, the happier I'll be, because I love snow maps, and you guys are going to get nothing but live streams of me discovering the map and stuff like that. I will let you guys know the first couple of streams might be a little bit boring. The only reason I'm saying that is because whenever I'm discovering new maps, I like to just drive on the four-wheeler and find all the outposts first, and then I'll do hunting afterwards. So, if you guys aren't interested in seeing me discover the map, just let me know. But I don't really run everywhere at the start of the map. At the start of a new map, I like to go ahead and find all the outposts first, so that way I can fast travel around while I'm looking for the animals. What's up, Lilith? Yeah, I know, man. I know. I'm excited. The Mansaboan elk, or however you pronounce its name. Forgive me, guys. I know I slaughtered that. They're a huge elk species, and elk are my favorite animal in North America, or in general. I just love that species to death. They're just so majestic. So yes, I would love to see an elk great one come to the game. That is my #1 great one I want to come to the game right now. Followed by the mule deer, followed by the caribou and reindeer. Those are my top 3 list. So any of those coming to the game is a great one. I would absolutely just admire and love. Which, of course, I know that I'm getting one of those in the new map, so I'm excited to death for it. Also, Lilith, welcome to the stream. Make yourself at home and chat. If you're not new to the channel, just ignore what I'm saying. But make yourself at home and chat. Just make sure it's family friendly. If you haven't subscribed and you like Thunder Call of the Wild, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button for me if you want to see these. I stream about 3 to 4 times a week, and I also make videos and stuff on it. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, that's what I do here. And I also do some playthroughs about once every 3 months or so. Got 2. Got 3. Well, hit a tree. Alright, I guess I'll take 3. Alright, guys, let's go to see what took the spot of my great one. Oh, I know. And the thing about it is, Lilith, is that I absolutely love I love snow maps. Like some people are kind of skeptical about them, but I absolutely love them. I think there's some sort of mystique to a map that's always snowing and has snow on the ground at all times. I absolutely just love those kind of maps. Rude, I'm trying to talk here. But I also like maps like in the older hunting games that I used to have. Some maps were designed to be dark and rainy, and I absolutely really like those maps too. Like I enjoyed maps that where it was raining all the time. I just thought it gave it a sort of mystique to it. Guys, it looks like Lucky was replaced by a little level 1, but I'll happily die. I bet that was an amazing hunt. If you guys haven't seen seen me shoot Lucky, I do have the video on my channel. He was our great one Whitetail that appeared here in only 5 kills. We took him out with the Gandhair rifle, guys. It was an amazing stalk. I stalked all the way around the area to get him. Manitoban? Okay. Yeah, I knew that's how you pronounce it. It's just I have a hard time, like, remembering to pronounce it like that. Like, every time I see it, I want to call it Mansaboan for some reason. I don't know why, but it's like I always get a couple of the letters confused. But I know it's Manitoban. Just for some reason, I always want to swap those letters and make it Manitoban. Or Manaboa is what I call it sometimes. I don't know. I have a hard time with its name for some reason. Like, I know how it's meant to be pronounced. I just can't get my mind to pronounce it that way. Where'd this other guy go? Where was he at? There he is. It reminds you of your first hunting trips with your grandpa. Did you guys do elk hunting, or do you guys live in like a snowy environment? Like, what are you meaning, Lilith? Or both? But yeah, that's the reason why I'm also doing a grind on this map, guys, is because it reminds me of places here in Kentucky. Not the swampy areas in particularly, but but like everywhere else, like this river range right here, where it's wide open and just trees everywhere, reminds me a lot of the Cumberland River and stuff like that. So like the non-swampy areas of this map remind me of Kentucky a lot, along with like the farm fields and stuff. Oh, northern Michigan. Okay, yeah, I can see that then. What were you guys mainly hunting for, Lilith? Were you mainly hunting whitetail, or what was your animal that you guys mostly went after? You guys drinking? Anybody doing the drinking animation? This is one of my best groups, as you guys can tell, but I'm worried that a lot of that some of these are going to be solos. Is nobody doing the drinking animation? Seriously, out of all these books, none of them are doing the drinking animation. Come on, man. I need one of y'all to be putting your heads down. Okay, so that one's going to start, but I'm worried he's going to float. That's a wonky guy. Hey, 1 second, guys. I'm getting a phone call. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I am back now. That was my father who was wanting to call. We thought about going fishing tonight, but it looks like it might be it could possibly be bad weather. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna go or not, but I guess I'll find out later. Yeah, I can tell guys that this grind will need a little bit of tweaking. And it looks like we got a solo that moved in over there, and I didn't even see him. I'll have to go over there and get him. Well, it looks like I still got the lung at least. He's gonna die. I really have no idea, man. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of flipped out on that myself. But yeah, I was talking to Dad, and some of these shots that I pulled, it just did not work out. But yeah, guys, these are my zones. Everything you've seen today, guys, is what I was wanting to use as my main zone. But it looks like that if I'm going to make this grind very optimized, where I'm going to be able to get around in a timely manner, guys, it looks like that I might end up having to get rid of one of these pawns. And honestly, either one of these two is okay to get rid of. I love them both, but I mean, at the same time, guys, you got to do what you got to do, and some of these zones are taking way too long for me to get around. So I'm thinking that either this one I'm currently on is going to bite the dust, or I'm going to have to make this one bite it. This one, they get solos on it every so often, which is why there's a blind right here, so that way I can go and check on it every so often. But I don't know. We'll just have to see how the grind goes. Doing whitetail and turkey, hey man, that ain't bad. I mean, anytime I see a gobbler fly over my head and I'm doing whitetail grinds, I usually like to shoot them. Another solo. Yeah, guys, this is the only pain. If any of you guys are thinking about doing a Mississippi grind, I'm going to go ahead and warn you guys, there is a lot of solos. Both this buck on this end and over here was not here last time that we were streaming. These have just came here since I've restarted the game. So, that is the only pain about doing a Mississippi Acres grind, guys, is that a lot of your zones are going to have solos in them. And again, this could make or break my grind. If I notice that these bucks are just moving everywhere and I can't keep them balanced, then yeah, I'm not gonna fool with it, guys. The best thing you can do whenever you're grinding is make sure that you're comfortable and having a good time. If you notice that your grind is miserable and you just can't control your animals, the best thing to do is just move maps. Find a map that actually works for you. You think it's a glitch, Wolf Boss? It could be. I really do think that the 22 actually has a bug on it every so often where your bullet will fly through the animal you're shooting at. So I wouldn't doubt it. You're about to post a funny fishing video? IRL or on a game, country? IRL? Might have to check it. Not sure if I'll get around to it today or not, guys. Like I said, as soon as the stream ends today, guys, I'll be doing some other stuff. Yeah, I'm either going to be having to stay home and take care of the house, or I'm going to be going fishing this evening myself. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do. My dad's house where he lives, not where he lives permanently, but he has a second house that's on a lake near that's about an hour and a half from where I live, and that's where we're going to be going fishing tonight. But it was saying that it was supposed to be raining over there after 9 p.m. tonight, so I don't know if that would necessarily be a good idea or not. Also, guys, the finale for the 300 subscriber special, the Diamond GoldenEye video, will be releasing either this evening or tomorrow. I did get it recorded before we did our stream today, guys. I didn't get to kill a whole lot of GoldenEye. I killed a pretty good helping of them. I had about an hour and a half to do the video today, guys. But it was my first time, I think, I don't even know how long. It's the first time in months since I've actually been duck hunting at all in the game. So... Trying to figure out the 4-lake method. Colton, if you have any advice for Lilith, let her know. Colton is the expert bear grinder on in my chat, so he probably can give you a lot of tips on how to do the bear grind on Silver Ridge. You love fishing. I went fishing this morning and caught 6 bass. Dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah, my biggest largemouth I ever caught was 8 pounds, and I think he was like 18 inches, if I'm not mistaken, so he had a big old belly on him. And unfortunately, we did not have a taxidermist at the time, and by the time we found somebody who could mount him for me, he had shrunk down to a 4-pound fish because he had been in the freezer for so long that he actually shrunk. Guys, we already got a bad start. I've came back to this zone, and there is no bucks. They could just not be here at the moment, but we're gonna have to keep messing with things, I guess. I might end up having to do a main menu reset grind here. I don't like doing main menu resets because back whenever Jaxie was doing his live streams, he always told people that for Great One grinders, do not stack diamonds and do not do main menu resets. So I'll try my best not to do them. But if I notice I'm not getting any of my bucks back after I shoot them, I probably will be tempted to do that. Okay, so that guy's going to drink. Are you going to drink too? This is going to be a tough shot, guys. This is what I call a split shot when they're not standing side by side. So, okay, his head's going down. Yeah, it's so tough on console. Just gotta let bullets fly now. Yeah, got one. I guess I'll take the one. Kind of, sort of, Lilith. So it depends. It's actually kind of up in the air. It's kind of controversial. Some people still do it because it does guarantee that your animals will not be spooked anymore, and it allows them to come back in a lot quicker. They just don't instantly come back like they used to. However, like I said, Jaxie Beard was the social manager for Expansive Worlds, and he used to do live streams weekly for Call of the Wild and Way of the Hunter and the Angler and stuff like that. And people would ask him all the time, like for tips and tricks on Great One grinds. And the only two things he would always tell people is do not stack your diamonds, and also do not do main menu resets. And then when people would ask him for an explanation as to why you don't want to do main menu resets, he would not be able to give it. He said that was the only thing he couldn't do was tell us why. But he said, yeah, he said for anybody that's doing Great One grinds, he said don't do main menu resets and don't stack diamonds. Oh, come on. Guys, my shots are terrible today. I do apologize. Like I said, I haven't touched this game since last time we streamed, so I am going to be rusty for a minute. Honestly, they're about the same distance. I'll probably just take the 4-wheeler. So to answer your question, Lilith, no, they're not bad. It's just some people are listening to Jaxie like myself and doing what Expansive Worlds has said not to do. And then you have some people that like having the animals not spook anymore and come back in a lot quicker, and they like to still do main menu resets. You will still get Great Ones respawning and even doing main menus, but I don't know. It scares me a little bit to do them because of what Jaxie used to tell people. So I mean, I really don't know. I don't really know how to put it as far as the main menu resets go. I just try my hardest not to do them because the Expansive World used to tell people not to, so. I guess just kind of do it on your own accord. If you don't feel like it's going to be that dangerous and you want to do main menu resets, go right ahead. It's just like I said, where I'm not 100% sure whether it's good or bad, that's the reason why I still don't do it. If a game developer says that you're going to have a higher chance of getting Great Ones by not doing something, then I'm not going to do it. Or at least I'm going to try not to as much as possible. Where's my buck? He didn't float, did he? I don't see him over there. And of course, my dog is still bugged out. He's still way over there. Oh, there he is. Here's my buck. Pass him up. Should you go live, country boy? That is up to you. But if you go live, you won't be able to watch my stream. So, it's whatever you want to do, man. I've been trying to swap the females with males in my menu reset. Should I try hunting the whole drink time and just reset time? I'm new to grinding. It's confusing. Yeah, there's a lot of confusing things about grinding. Again, a lot of the knowledge will come from experience of just grinding, doing multiple grinds and having extended tent times while you're grinding. It's kind of a situation where the more you grind, the more you'll feel it out and really figure out how it works within yourself. As far as like trying to swap animals, I will tell you that one of the ways that I used to do it, and it does work from time to time. What you want to do is you want to just shoot 2 to 4 different animals. You don't want to shoot anything more usually, and you want to shoot 2 small ones and 2 big ones. Wherever the big ones are in the zones you don't want them in, shoot those first, and then go shoot the little ones that are in your main zones. And what I like doing in some cases, if you notice that you're claiming these animals and they still will not swap places, just let them lay and actually leave the game. Like actually close out of the game while they're still dead laying on the ground, and then I'm going back into the game, and sometimes that'll swap them. Again, that is an extreme method, and I would not like highly recommend it or anything, but that has worked for me from time to time. So if you can't get it to go the normal method of just resetting time and doing things like that, you can attempt to do a hard reset and actually turn the game off and then come back to it. Well, it'll be a wild country. It's just 2 o'clock my time, so there's still 4 hours until I'm gonna. Well, no, 5 hours. Wait, no, it's 4. There's still 4 hours left of my stream, guys. So we're not stopping until 6 o'clock. I want to try to get another great one before the new map launches. Where's these at? There they are. Well, this zone looks like it's gonna be a healthy zone. These all came back. Okay, he's drinking. Wonderful. Are you drinking too, sir? Okay, you are drinking, and you're doing the drinking animation. All right. So, it's going to be a tough shot, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to keep that one in my peripheral vision on the left side. As soon as I see his head go down, I'm going to shoot. Okay. All right, we got 3 of them. That'll work. Possibly Wolf Boss. I think what they said is that the reason they actually changed it to where they don't just immediately respawn was because they wanted the game to be a little bit more realistic. So, like, in the past, you could actually put your tent, if you had 2 drink zones side by side, you could have actually put your tent down on one of the zones and fast travel to it, and it would keep that zone from spawning in. And you could shoot the other zone first, and then have another tent on that zone, fast travel over to the second zone, and then the one you just left would now come in. And they did not like how that worked. Apparently, even though it was so easy for grinders to grind that way, they decided to get rid of that. And then they also decided to make it to where the animals won't immediately just spawn back in if you do a main menu at the same time. So, nope, no. Come on. Oh, that's too low. Guys, just overlook my shooting today. It stinks. My shooting is awful today. It's not a problem, Lilith. Like I said, any questions you have, like I said, I've been grinding for over 3,200 hours, and there's some very educated people in chat as well, so that's what we're here for. I find a lot of enjoyment teaching and trying to help people learn how to play the game, so it doesn't bother me a bit. Ask any questions you may have. What's up, Dudson? Bob McPants, what's up? Hope you guys are doing well. If you guys like Call of the Wild, and you guys like playthroughs, I do 80% of my content is Call of the Wild on here. That's mostly what I do. And then about once every 3 months, I'll do playthroughs as well. So if you guys enjoy that kind of stuff, make sure you guys like the stream, and subscribe. I will be bringing more Way of the Hunter to the channel too, but as of right now, there's a new map launching for this game soon, so I'm trying to get Great One Whitetail number 3. So yeah, guys, make yourself at home and chat. Make sure it's family friendly though. The only rule is make sure that whatever you talk about, make sure it's family friendly, or to avoid being banned or having messages retracted. The whitetail grind on Mississippi has been going good. If you're new to the channel, I actually already have a great one off this map. It came in 5 kills. I was actually trying to just discover the map, and I was kind of shooting bucks here and there just to kind of have something to shoot at. And one of them came back as a great one. So this is actually my first time ever actually doing my grind here on the map. So it's been going good. Though it's a pain a little bit too though, because I'm having to deal with a lot of solos. Oh, nice, Dudson, nice. I wish you the best of luck with it, man. I've been doing this, I think in August will make 2 years since I started Call of the Wild content. And my channel's been taking off as of this past couple of months. I think I went from 150 to 300 and to whatever I am now in like the past 3 months. So my channel's been taking off pretty well this year especially. Maybe it's the other zone? Yeah, I know, Bob. Like I said, if you guys haven't been to my channel, I have all kinds of shorts, and I have a few videos on there, too. And I have some videos from Way of the Hunter back before I lost all my memory for it. I'm having to start that game over, but I've just recently finished all the stories to it. But yeah, guys, it was a really... I actually named that whitetail Lucky because of the fact that he came in after 5 kills. Also, if you're new to the channel, guys, you might notice that I'm stuttering a little bit. I do have ADHD, and I also have a little bit of a stuttering issue whenever I'm talking from time to time, so just overlook me if you guys hear that. But I do have over 3,200 hours in the game. I have one of every single great one in the game except for the tar, the black bear, and the fox. But I have 2 whitetails now as well. So 2 whitetails and one of every other kind except for the 3 that I mentioned. And then as soon as the new map drops, I'm pretty sure the mule deer is going to be the next great one, so I'll be going after it as soon as it drops if it ends up being the next great one. But honestly, if it's an antler species of any kind, I'll be going after it. Thank you, Dudson. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really try my best to be a good editor for what I have. I'm exclusive to the PS5, and I'm using Share Factory's editor. It's a free editor that comes with the PlayStation. The only thing negative about the editor is that you can't make like really fancy thumbnails. You can only take like screenshots and then put words on the screenshots. But I try my best to make them look as good as I can. But I've been doing playthroughs since VHS days. I used to have an old VHS tape player, and I would I'd do edits and stuff on that VHS tape and make movies make games into movies that way. So that is my 2 passions: is Call of the Wild and my playthroughs. So I try to do them both in one channel. But like I said, I mainly want to focus on Call of the Wild because that's my favorite hunting game, and I'm very passionate about it. So, thank you, Bob. I appreciate you, man. Nice, Wolf Boss. Nice. Cole, yo, Cole. What's going on, man? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Also, guys, it has been a little while since I've said this. As you hear all YouTubers say, if you guys are enjoying the stream here today, make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button for me. The like button shares my stream around 50 times around YouTube every time the like button is hit, guys. So it's a tremendous help to the channel. Also, make sure you guys subscribe so we can try to get to 500 as soon as possible. As soon as we get 500 subs, guys, we're going to be doing memberships, super chats, and we're also going to be hiring moderators to the channel. And we'll be doing a celebration event. So make sure that you guys are smashing that subscribe button as much as you can, guys. Also, for anybody who's in the chat that is also on PlayStation, every 3 weeks we do a multiplayer stream that is usually about 6 hours. We go across 3 different maps, and you guys will get to hunt with me live on stream. And everything is open mic and everything. We'll be visiting one of my maps that have not really been discovered. And yeah, we'll be having a good time that way. So if you guys want to hunt with me at some point, make sure you guys subscribe for that reason as well. All right, Dudson, thank you for stopping by, man. I hope you have a great day. Am I using herd management? Yes, I am. However, like I said, I did have herd management extremely tight, but this is my first. So to give you some back information on my Bob, I have everything up in this area. All of this is herd managed, and I had most of this down in here herd managed. However, I have not touched the river at all hardly since the great one spawned. So these are actually my first kills on the main river, and I don't know what solos and what isn't. So if I realize that most of my zones are solos and they're just kind of moving all over the map, I'm probably going to abandon this grind. Like I always tell people, whenever you're doing a grind, make sure that it's working in your favor, not stressing you out. If you notice that a lot that your zones are just nothing but solos and you can't keep anything in one place, then you just don't need to be grinding on that map because that's just too difficult. So that's not advice for any new grinder. Is that if you're trying it on a new map and you just can't get the animals to behave, they're not wanting to come back to their zones, they just keep going all over the place on the map. Don't stress yourself out, guys. Just give up on that grind, move to another map, and try it on another one. Again, Mississippi reminds me of my home state of Kentucky, except for the swampy areas. So that's the reason why I would really like to get a second whitetail great one off this map. The first one was by accident, so I'm not really counting him. All right, country. Thank you for letting us know, man. I might stop by and say hey if I can. But like I said, I'm going to be pretty busy tonight and this weekend, so I don't know if I'll have any time to visit other people's channels this week. But if I can, I will. Nice, country. Nice. Maybe we'll run into each other one of these days. You never know. You might hear my voice out in public one day and be like, "Is that D-Train?" So you never know. Ooh, this zone is a beast of a zone, dude. Just nothing but bucks everywhere. It's a pretty one. Also, guys, give me your feedback in the chat section down below. I was actually thinking about starting a new lodge, guys, but I was gonna make it for wonky racks only. What do you guys think about that? I thought about actually, Flinter has his Hall of Shame, which is like nothing but tiny bucks. I thought about making my own lodge, but making it nothing but wonky animals. Like any antlered animal that I find that's wonky will go in that lodge. But yeah, what do you guys think about that idea? Do you guys like that idea? Would you like to see another lodge being built for the weird animals? Oh well. Thank you, Lilith. Yeah, this is literally how I am in real life too, by the way, guys. This is not YouTuber talk. This is not me putting on a front to actually try to sound really nice and try to get you guys to subscribe and stuff. This is literally how I am in real life. So I just be myself. But yeah, I appreciate that, Lilith. I'm glad that you enjoy my energy. I'm glad that you enjoy being here. That's what really matters, guys. I can't play music in the background and stuff like that due to the fact that I'm streaming from PlayStation. But just knowing that I'm enjoyable to watch and you guys enjoy being here means the world to me. So thank you all. Hopefully one of these days I'll make 100,000 and we'll be able to do this on a daily basis. I'll take 3. You can't go live yet. Oh, you can't go live yet. Gotcha. I'm doing that too. Do it. That would be cool. I have a lodge of just trophies I messed up. LOL. That's that's funny. It's like you have a Hall of Shame too, but it's like meant for like shameful shots. That's actually pretty funny, Lilith. I actually like that. That's funny. That's cool. I can get behind that kind of a lodge. That's funny. Country Boy's like, maybe. I don't know. Guys, I really think that I will be doing that lodge because I have found so many whitetail. You guys don't know because I've been doing it off stream, but there's been a ton of whitetail that spawn on this map that are just weird as they can be. And that's what's got me thinking about doing that kind of a lodge. So I'm still thinking that I'll probably do that lodge. I think it'd be fun to put wonky racks on there. And it won't just be whitetail, it'll be like any antlered species I come across. Anything that's just absolutely just freaky looking and weird, I'm gonna mount it. Wolf Boss, also just to let you know, man, don't ever be afraid to go live. Some streamers will tell you to get good content on your channel first and then live stream, but all of my growth has came from streaming. So, I mean, it just depends on your personality and what you enjoy. If you'd rather record yourself doing a lot of videos and that's what your preference is, then make your channel be like 80% videos and do maybe 1 or 2 streams a week. However, if you're like me, where you really prefer to actually be right there live with the people, talking to them directly, then make 80% your live streams and then do about 20% videos, which is kind of what I'm doing. Now, I love making videos too, guys, but I know that I'm a newbie at it, so I kind of have to just go with it. And plus, like I said, my streams get more views than my videos do right now, sadly. So, I believe I do good editing, and I believe my videos are fun. But unfortunately, most people just watch it for about a minute or two, and then give up on the video instead of watching the whole thing. And nobody's giving me any feedback, so I don't know what I can do to make it better. But if any of you guys go and watch any of my videos that are in my Call of the Wild playlist or anything, guys, and you notice there's something that maybe feels boring or is taking too long to get from one section to another, let me know, because that will help me grow as a content creator and help me make my videos the way that you guys want them to be shown. So, again, just be respectful and courteous if you're going to leave feedback, but that will help me make my videos better, guys. Okay, that's everything. Thank you, Cole. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I only have 2 songs that like fit the country vibe, and neither one of them are like, they're not like happy songs, if that makes sense. They're more or less just kind of like backwoods sounding songs, and sometimes they don't fit the mood of the video that I want it to be in. Like today's duck hunting video is going to be another montage of me shooting ducks and stuff like that, and what we got killed and stuff like that. But I don't know if I have a song that's going to like fit it to the point. I think I do. But I don't know if it sounds like it's hunting. Like, I think the song will more or less just sound fun, but I don't know if it'll sound like a hunting song. So, we'll have to see. Man, where'd all my bucks go? This is scaring me. I really hope these ain't all solos. Because if this is true, guys, I've been counting my solo deers. I had 8 on the map that I was able to get down to level 1 except for like 3 of them. So, I know for a fact that I had 8, and if these bucks don't come back, then I'll have to add them to the list, guys. And like I said, the more solos I have, guys, the less chance I'll have of actually finishing this grind. Oh, they moved over there. Okay, so these bucks just bounced across the... Whoa. I did not know whitetails could teleport. So these bucks actually moved across the way on me. That's annoying. But not a hard fix, though. I can fix that actually in just a second. Also, guys, I'm still kind of up in the air about what I'm going to do for 400 subscribers. We're about 50-something away, I think, at the moment. I haven't got to look at my subs since we started. But, yeah, they teleport all the time, Bob. It's funny. They'll just be there, and as soon as you go to shoot, a pop, gone. Sorry, I was wanting to pop my lips, but they didn't want to work. There it is. Ah, crap. I forgot to walk. I have to walk to this blind, and I forgot about it. Hush. Sorry, guys. That's my dog. She heard a noise outside. Okay, so that buck is still here. I mean, honestly, these solos ain't bad. As long as they just stay in these ponds and they don't move to the river or something, they should be manageable. But that's just the thing, is I don't know if they'll stay here or not. Yeah, new species. Teleporting deer. Yeah, they'll be there 1 second, also just pop through a tree. They give you all the time in the world to aim at them, but as soon as you go to shoot, they just pop right through the tree and you can't get them anymore. Yeah, that's true. That's funny. You guys didn't say anything. Yeah, Lilith, that is true. I mean, like I said, that you can give feedback to people without just hitting dislike, which nobody has disliked my videos, thankfully so far. But the thing about it is that I've noticed I've had a few of my videos that are like 50 different views, but only like 5 likes and no comments. So I'm always encouraging people to comment on my videos, let me know if they want more and stuff like that. But it's like everybody wants to watch my stuff, but nobody wants to comment on it or hit the like button for me. So, but I'm not gonna let it discourage me though. I'm gonna still make videos, guys. We're still gonna do shorts and stuff like that. So don't think I'm ever gonna quit making videos or anything. I just know that the more I get, the better I get at YouTube, the better my videos will be. I'm guessing. At least I'm hoping that'll be that way. I believe I'm a decent editor. I like to say that about myself. I've been editing things since I was little. So I'm pretty sure my editing is good. I just think it's the fact that I don't really have music that can back up the background to it. And honestly, I've been thinking about doing natural videos, guys, where I don't have music, where I just have the game as if you're watching me do it live streaming. It'd just be cut. So I don't know. If you guys think that sounds like that would be something you like to watch, where it's just like you hear now, where it's just me and the noises for the game, then I'll split it out. Then I just won't put any music in. Because I don't really know how my music is going to sound until after I have uploaded it. Because sometimes my music will sound really nice and clear in the edited version, but whenever it gets uploaded to YouTube, it's all of a sudden too loud or too low. And I don't know why it does that. Hello? Did the fancy deer lose his whiskey? Is he drunk and not at home? Hello? Where are you? Oh dear. Get it? Because it's a deer, and it's like not cooperating, so I was like, oh dear. And okay, never mind, sorry. Oh man. Not this again, running around in circles trying to locate one animal. I think he's laying down here if I ain't mistaken. I think if the second shot floored him, but I'm thinking I might be getting accused with another animal. Whitetail deer have solos. On Layton Lakes, there's none. Yeah, so the thing about it is, Bob, is that every single map, so if you don't know this, every map is actually different. So the animals act differently map to map. So like on Layton Lakes, I know there isn't very many solos for most people, but some people can get like a small handful of them on that map. Whereas other people, it sounds like for you, it sounds like you're one of them. I call those the lucky birds, where they actually get no solos whatsoever, and all the zones are like identical every time you go to them. So everybody's maps are always slightly different, and also the way their animals operate on the map are also different. So like me and my pheasant grind on South Sweeson might not work for you on your map because you may have a different drink zone, or you might have different feed zones than I had, or your setup might have to be totally different. So yeah, map to map, guys. For those of you who did not know that, animals act and behave differently on everybody's maps. Oh, nice country. So that video's taken off, man. That's awesome. Congrats on your 240 views so far, buddy. But yeah, Bob, this is actually a nightmare map, as a lot of people want to call it for whitetail, and it's because a lot of people end up in a situation where all their bucks are just gone. And as you guys can see, this is one of my zones here. And originally, when we first started the stream today, guys, there was like 5 bucks here, and now there's nothing. That either means that that my respawns are just really bad and they're not wanting to come back in, or it means they've moved somewhere else. And that is kind of what I was telling you guys about. This is an experimental grind right now. If I can't get my zones to behave and the grind ends up becoming just all over the place and bad, then I will not do this grind anymore. I'm not gonna torture myself trying to get a great one on a map that I can't get a great one from. Why are they all the way back there? Okay, that makes no sense. Stupid tree. Nope, that's not what it is. That's... I don't know what's up with me today, guys. I've been rushing a lot of my shots. And I'm paying for it. Yeah, it's very interesting, Bob. But yeah, everybody's maps operate differently. Like, whenever me and my wife was doing Teowara for the red deer, we had the same exact zones, but our zones had different amount of animals in them. So, like, a few of my zones would have about 5 animals in it, and then a few of her zones would have like 10. And then also my deer like to come in towards the end of the morning, whereas her deer were the early morning. So everybody's map operates slightly different than the other person's. You can get to a situation where you can have the same setup as somebody else, but your animals aren't guaranteed to operate exactly the same way. Oh, come on. I thought he was going to go around the tree on me. Well, he's going to die anyways. Yeah, I really am, Bob. So a lot of people that did the Mississippi grind when this map launched, they actually were either solo. This was before they supposedly got rid of initial spawns. So there was some people who ended up coming onto the map and just had a great one waiting on them, because in the past you actually did have everybody did have like an extremely slight chance of getting initial spawn great ones. So you just get on the map and the very first animal you see in the drink zone is a great one. And a few of those people had that happen to them. A few people got like me and got lucky and just had them come in a few kills, but there was a few people that actually got the map to cooperate for them, and I was able to get an actual grind going and get it legitimately. But there isn't very many people at all that's gotten great ones off Mississippi, because Mississippi is one of those whitetail maps where you just can't trust it. You just have to try it out and hope that your map is a healthy map. If you realize that most of your animals are just spawning away and they ain't staying with you, then you know that your map is a bad one and you just don't even need to worry about it. Again, I'm just learning that for the first time today. So, if I come through here several times and realize that all my bucks just keep on disappearing or they're just moving around like crazy and I can't keep them controlled, then yeah, there's no point in me staying. What's up, Jack? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well, buddy. We're just trying out Mississippi Acres main grind right now, man. It's been working out pretty okay. We've learned that a few of my zones are, unfortunately, solo zones. However, most of my zones look like they're still coming back, so I'm going to keep it up as long as I keep getting respawns. But we're doing okay overall, man. How are you doing? Okay, I fast this one up. He's back this way. They used to be able to, Bob. So they actually dramatically decreased the chances, but they didn't tell anybody if it was like impossible or not anymore. So when about 4 or 5 years ago, before they did the update, Bob, everybody actually stood an extremely small amount of chance of just being able to get on a new map and have a great one waiting for you. It was an extremely rare chance, an extremely rare thing that happened, but it did happen back then. Since then, they didn't really want that to be much of a thing anymore, so they said they dramatically decreased the chances of getting an initial spawn great one, but they didn't say if it was impossible or not. So I really don't know. I don't think there's been anybody since then that's got an initial spawn great one, or if there has been, they haven't reported it. So it's either it's so rare that it's almost impossible to have it happen now, or it just can't happen. But they did not come right out and say for sure, so nobody really knows. Well, like I said, Wolf Boss, I do kind of believe that, because I haven't heard any reports of anybody getting initial spawn great ones since they did the update. But somebody did ask Jaxie, again, way back whenever Jaxie was still doing the live streams, somebody did ask him, is it possible to still get initial spawn great ones? And Jaxie said, I can't really comment on it. He said, but he goes, but I will say that it's going to be, that if you ever do hear from it again, it's probably going to be a long, long time. So, in my opinion, do I think that they still exist? Sure. But I think it's sort of like the typical rack whitetail now. where it's like so rare that very few people are ever going to see them happen. Now, on my opinion, I'm going to go ahead and say that mine was an initial spawn. Even though it was 5 kills in, it was literally one of the very first respawns from a buck that I shot. So, in a way, I'm going to go ahead and say that Lucky was an initial respawn whitetail, just because of how short of a time it took me to actually get him to come in. So, that's kind of how I'm ruling my deer. Is I'm going to go ahead and say that Lucky was an initial spawn, because he was literally one of the first that I killed. But as far as like a legitimate initial spawn, like just being there waiting on you, I do think it's impossible now. I'm going to go ahead and say that's my theory, is I do not think it's possible to see that anymore. But they didn't confirm that, so nobody really knows. That's actually what you need to do, Lilith. You're actually doing the right thing. So, like, anytime let's to give you examples, since you're using that kind of those sizes of animals. Whenever I did my red deer grind, which it's still a beast of a grind. If I were to go back, I'd have diamonds left and right. But what I did is that every single zone that I did not want to get the great one from, I'd actually keep shooting that zone over and over and over until I eventually got it to be a level 4 or below, or a level 5 that had a level 4 rack. If it was a level 5, but it was really a teeny tiny thing, and it looked like a level 4, I would go ahead and just leave it. But yeah, so that's kind of how I did my thing. The ponds where I did not want the great one from, or the river sections where I did not want the great one from, I would make sure I herd manage those zones down to be level 4s or below. And I shot everything that was level 5 and above. So you're actually doing the right thing when it comes to herd management. If you leave any of the ponds alone that you don't want to hunt, and you don't make sure that level 1s are really small animals, then that's not going to help you get more diamonds. So you're actually doing the correct thing, Lilith. Yeah, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. So, to kind of put it in a nutshell for you guys, herd management, in my words, is taking all the ponds / rivers that you don't want to get the great one from, and making those level 1s or extremely small animals. If you're doing whitetail, make them level 1 or level 2 that have the level 1 rack. I try to make sure that their smallest estimate is in the 120s before I'll actually leave them. If you're doing red deer or something bigger, then leave level 4s and below, but shoot all level 5s and above. However, only shoot level 5s and above in zones that you want the great one from. So hopefully that's understandable. Hopefully it makes sense to you guys. So that is how I could describe herd management in a nutshell. All the zones you want the great one from, shoot the medium to big animals out of those at all times. Any zones you don't want the great one from, leave the animals that are not shooters in those zones. And that'll help you get diamonds. I do not need my 4-wheeler. I need my dog. There you go, buddy. That way you don't gotta swim. I will tell you guys that Lilith, this is for you too. Whenever I did my moose grind on Rev on Tilly, which is still set up at this time, and I got diamonds all the time on there, as you guys know. I actually spent 15 hours. Nope. Whoop. Sorry, not 15. 10. I spent 10 hours trying to get one moose to be a level 2. So, if that tells you guys anything, or level 3, there's a small level 3 or a big level 2 one. I was trying to get that moose to come back as a level 2. It took me 10 hours IRL of just grinding that one pond and that one animal before it finally became a small moose. So, even though it does seem like it's overkill, guys, if you can get even that one more extra animal to be small, that is going to dramatically increase the amount of diamonds that you get. So, even though the reward takes a while to get to, once you are able to get rewarded for your efforts, guys, you will get a lot more diamonds. So, put the effort in, guys. It really does pay off in the end. Okay, I don't think there's going to be any more blood here. No. Rude, Mr. Bear. Well, Bob, the thing about it was I didn't do it for 10 hours straight. I'm just saying accumulative, it was 10 hours. So, like, it was over the course of about 3 days. And that was basically me just doing what I'm doing now, which is doing a normal grind. And then at the end of the grind or the beginning of the grind, whichever one my time ran out on, I would go to that pond and shoot out that one moose. So it took me. That was a cumulative. So if you don't include the grind itself, it probably only took me about 3 hours. If you don't include the actual amount of time that I was actually doing my main grind. But I was just trying to let you guys know that sometimes it can be time consuming to do herd management. But again, every single animal you can get down to be a level 1 or a small animal in a zone that you don't want the great one from, the more diamonds that are going to spawn and spawn as a result. So it really is a high risk, high reward type deal. No, Bob. I couldn't go 10 hours straight. I could not do that. It was funny as it could be, though. Like, when I was live streaming, I wouldn't even touch that pond. I would just do the moose grind, and then off stream, I would involve that pond. So, off stream, I would do, like, my full round of all my main ponds. And then, whether it was in the start of the drink time or the end of the drink time, I'd just drop down and do that one pond and shoot that one moose out. And then eventually, I was able to get it down to a level 2, and I was able to actually pull up my tent and use it as a claiming tent somewhere. So, but no, I couldn't just sit there for 10 hours straight just shooting the same animal over and over again. That would be torture. Teleport, Duke. Come on. I taught you how to do it the other day. Just, there you go. Good boy. Dude, this deer... Oh, no, this was that one that just kind of walked out in front of me. That's right. I don't think I have any others. No. Okay. It's 11:13. I don't know if there'll be anything else here or not. Let me go check, though. I mean, if you're just gonna stand there. What's up, country boy? Welcome back, man. Oh, dude, that's awesome, Bob. That is really good herd management. Yeah, if you're getting diamond almost every 2 runs, that's great. Gosh, I love Lucky Zone, dude. I'm just hoping these deer ain't solos. Stop walking. Not behind the tree, though. Thank you. Are you gonna drink? I'd like to get these 2. They're both big ones. There we go. Oh, how'd that not hit? How'd that not hit the deer? Well, that one got him. I don't know how in the world that second shot didn't land. I must have hit the tree or something. I don't know. Are you a buck? Nope. Let's go get the 4-wheeler. Help Duke get over here, too. Yeah, guys, this map was heavily herd managed, but again, I didn't know which ones are solos or not. So it might turn out that most of my deer that were once herd managed may not be herd managed anymore. If that's the case, guys, like I said, I'm not going to track them down. We're just gonna leave them how they are. If I notice that I'm getting a bunch of little level 1s, then we'll have to find them. So, for the time being, I'm still getting mostly level 2s, and that's fine with me. Again, Mississippi, I'm gonna leave it at least half herd managed, or a little bit more than half, and I'll be okay with that. I'm not gonna care enough about the solos to do a full herd management here, guys. I'm just gonna take what the map can give me and go with it. That's a tree. Where's the other whitetail at? Maybe not every run, but I've gotten like 12 diamonds after 2 days of playing like 3 hours a day. I would consider that a loose herd management then. What I mean by loose is that it's kind of like what mine on the New England or here on this map is. It means that you have most of your map herd managed, but not the entire thing. Because if you had the entire thing herd managed and the only zones that you didn't have managed was the ones you're currently wanting to get the great one from, then you'd be getting diamonds about once every run or two. Like, it actually would be happening that way. So if you're getting diamonds about once every 3 to 5 runs, then that means that you have a loose management on your map, which means that most of your map is managed, but not all of it. And that's still a really good management, though. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the way that it is. And again, I think that that's how a Mississippi map is going to turn out to be, guys. Because of how many solos that are on this map, it would not surprise me if I ended up losing some of my zones as we do this grind. Again, I'm not moving any of my tents right now, guys, because I'm hoping that everything. So, like, down in here, guys, is what scares me the most. Because I know these are where most of my solos down in this area are. So I'm hoping that they all just kind of stay around this same area. And there's also these 2 zones here that would be a nightmare to have whitetail in. But again, guys, I just don't have the energy in me to do any more management. I've been doing herd management for 2 weeks straight now. I'm just ready to grind. So we're just gonna go with whatever the game gives us. And in case you guys are wondering, the reason I have a tent right here and a tripod, it's because of the fact that sometimes the deer can actually be over there where that bear is standing, and sometimes they can be right here in this corner, which is actually where they were a minute ago, and I forgot to move my stuff around. So I don't know if I can see them through the trees here. No, I cannot. Okay, so I'll need to move this a little bit. Come on. Some of you bucks has to be doing the drinking animation. Okay, there's one buck doing it. Whoa. Teleporting deer again. Wait for it. Ooh, that was a good shot. Alright, I'll just track that one. Yeah, I mean, that's a good strategy, Bob. I mean, you're not doing anything wrong. Like I said, it just depends on how tight your management is. The red deer and the fallow deer have been my tightest herd management I've ever had. Along with the moose, now that I think about it, because my moose management was insane as well. But like I said, the only time you can really do that is on maps that have zones that do not have solos. So, which Layton is a good one for that, in most people's cases. But yeah, man, that's like I said, there's nothing wrong with how you're doing your grind. There's nothing you're doing wrong with that. It just seems I'm just pretty sure that somewhere on your map you have some more whitetail zones that might need to be managed down, that are not in the main zones you're currently grinding in. Because, like I said, if you had a really top management, you'd be getting them about 1 every 2 runs. You'd be getting a diamond, or even sometimes 2 or 3 in about 1 to 2 runs apiece. Sometimes it might take 3 to 5 runs, but I mean, like, if you have a really top management, though, you should be seeing diamonds all the time. You'll even get to the point where you won't be taxidermizing all of them because you've already seen all the racks. So, I mean, like right now, this is like my 4th run in a row, and I still don't have a diamond. So I know that that's because of the solos on this map, and I know that's because I don't have them managed down. So this is a good example for you too. Like what you're seeing right now on my stream, this is also what you consider a loose management, or at least that's what I consider it. It means that not all zones are managed, but a lot of them are, because mostly what you're seeing is level 2s and up, and only seeing a level 1 every so often if it's whitetail, and that's actually a pretty good management. You can actually do that, Bob. Like I said, if there's a level 2 that has a 120 estimate, like in the 120s is its lowest estimate, I'll leave that. If it's 129, I usually shoot it, but if it's 128 or below, I'll actually leave it. Or if it has the little basket rack. If it has like the little flat rack, as I call it, where it's just straight across, then I usually leave it. So, that's how I do my whitetails. I believe anything that has a 120, the 120's estimate as its low estimate, and anything lower than that. So level 1s are obvious leave, and then the level 2s that have a really teeny tiny estimate on them. Next shot. No, I was hoping he'd just turn. Stop running. Stop running. Stop running. Please. I'll be your best friend. Thank you. And of course, I'm gonna miss. See, guys, even YouTubers can't shoot worth crap sometimes. Oh, well. Can I hit this shot, though? I can. I don't think it's gonna be a good shot, though. Well, he got another bullet in there, at least. Yes, it is, Lilith. Like I said earlier in the stream, some animals don't behave like other ones. So, like, my pheasants, for one example, if you ever watch my pheasant grinds, I had one set of pheasants that wanted to be there early in the morning, and then my second half of my pheasants want to be there in the late part of the morning. So that is actually normal. It just means that you need to set up your grind where you'll be hunting all the other zones first, and then you'll end your grind with that zone. So, like, try to make your circle, as I call it. So, like, your circle is kind of like this. So, like, when you're doing a grind, you're doing like a circle, right? Like, you start here, and then you'll circle your way back around to where you were. Whenever you're working on your circle, make sure that you're going with your animals' drink times. So, like, let's say that these animals up here wanted to do the late morning, while all these did the early morning. So, what I would actually do is a zigzag instead of a circle. So, I would do this way, jump back over here, do all these, and then I'd finish my grind over here. Because those animals didn't like to come in until the end of the day. So that's kind of how I did my pheasants. Luckily, I haven't had any other grinds that were like that, but my pheasants were so much like that. Like, that's all they were doing. Is half of them would come in the morning, and then half of them would come in the late morning. So yes, that is actually perfectly normal. I was really hoping I'd just run into my other buck. But of course, I'm going to have to use Duke. Come on, Duke. Go search for this other buck. Track not found. Come on. Don't give me that. Give me results. I know for a fact that I have blood around here somewhere. Really? Okay. Well, we'll go over there where he's at then. Oh, that's awesome, Bob. Yeah, like I said, whenever you finally get the herd management working and you're seeing diamonds left and right, it's very rewarding. Like it makes any grinder on Call of the Wild so happy. Because you put in all that time and effort, and then now you're finally seeing diamonds whenever you're not used to seeing them. So, yeah, it definitely makes a difference, man. Come on, doggy. Doggy? Now, I know for a fact he's going to find blood here in just a minute. There you go. Now you're tracking blood. For anybody who might be doing a grind too, I would always recommend using a dog. The reason why, and I mean the bloodhound specifically, because if you guys ever are ever hunting a lot of zones that have like multiple animals in that one zone, your tracks can get lost along the other animals' tracks, and having a dog can really help you. And then also the animals can sometimes zigzag around, like they'll go so far, and then also they'll turn around and come back the way they came from and zigzag. So it can be very tough to track animals without a dog. So if you guys don't have the dog DLC, I would highly recommend the Bloodhound is the best one to have. Yeah, it's not a problem, Lilith. Like I said, that's what I'm here for. Any questions that you guys may have regarding grinding, just let me know. I don't care a bit to help. You know what? I haven't given you a treat all day, buddy. Here you go. Who's a good boy? Yeah. Come on, put her there. You're doing such a good job today, my friend. Yeah, that's my buddy. Alrighty. Enough dog time. Let's get back to the whitetail. Plus, if you're an animal lover, it kind of helps keep you company in the game, too. You don't feel so alone. It really is, Bob. Honestly, it's a necessity, in my opinion. I'm really good at tracking without the animals because obviously I got most of my great ones before I even had the dog. I think I only purchased the dog like midway through the year last year, like in the summer or fall of last year is whenever I purchased the dog DLC. And the pointer was the other dog I got, and that was mainly to help me with the pheasants. I'm going to run over here to this pond real quick, guys, and see if there's any solos over here that needs to be shot. Again, these ponds, guys, I will, from time to time, as you're seeing, just go and check my zones just to see if there's anything else that needs to be shot out. These are the only places I'm going to go out of my way for, guys. So, and I won't be doing this every single run. So, this is kind of like what I do, guys. If you have any solos that you're needing to manage while doing your main grinds, do like I'm doing. So, if you do about 4 or 5 normal runs, and then on your 6th run, just go around the surrounding areas and just check your other zones. Like, dedicate 1 run to just checking your solos. Eventually, you will get them managed down, but it'll take a while. See if Billy Jabob is still over here. We do have a little piebald whitetail that I'm leaving for good luck over here, guys. I decided to name him Billy Jabob. There he is. Everybody say hi to Billy Jabob. He's still alive and kicking. And we got another good animal that moved in over here that's herd managed. That's awesome. Love to see it. Let's see, what's in this zone? Ooh, another buck. Did he come back managed? He did not. Okay, so 1 deer does need to be shot then. It is absolutely downpouring here where I live. What's up, Gunner? Hope you're doing well, man. Welcome back to the streams. Been a while. If you're new to the stream, forgive me. I'm pretty sure I had someone named Gunner before, but I think that you've been here before and it's just been a while. Hope you're doing well, man. Oh, okay, Bob, gotcha. So 7 months ago is whenever you started. Yeah, I started Call of the Wild when it launched. So I've been playing since 2017, but I've only been doing grinds since about 2021. Towards the end of 2021. So like the past 3 years, I've got one of every great one except for the whitetail, which now I have 2. But yeah, I've only been a grinder for like the past a couple of years. The rest, I didn't even know that great ones were a thing until I got introduced to Scarecrow and Flinter. And then I was like, oh, there's great ones. And then ever since then, I've just been a enthusiast about grinding. So I've never really had the urge to to grind until I saw scarecrows on my channel, and now that's what I am as a grinder. Bounce back over here to see if any other bucks appeared over here in the section. Also, guys, it has been a little while since I've said it, so I'm going to say it again. If any of you guys are currently lurking in chat, or you guys are having a good time today, and you guys are having a great time being here, make sure that you guys like the stream for me. Every time you hit the like button, it shares the stream 50 times around YouTube and allows other people to be able to find my stream easily. Also, make sure you guys subscribe if you guys want to see more of these streams or have chances to play with me every 3 weeks. Every 3 weeks, we do a multiplayer stream where if you're on PlayStation, you can actually hunt with me, open comms and everything. So, if you guys are interested in that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I appreciate all the support you guys can give. That's fine, Bob. I mean, it's the same game, so I mean, even when so that's no problem. I will tell you guys though, if you're in chat during those streams, it is a little bit difficult for me to make sure that I'm talking to you guys in chat, because I'm distracted by people in my IRL. So if you guys notice that I'm not replying to you, don't spam or anything. Just know that it's from where I'm currently trying to juggle between you guys and the people that are actually playing with me in the game. But I do try my best to look at live chat every so often, just to make sure that I'm at least touching base with you guys in live chat. If I'm not mistaken, guys, I'm pretty sure that that my solos that were over there at the last zone we just left, I think that they're up there at the pond now. Okay. That was a perfectly good place shot. Why didn't it count? I mean, I guess I'll settle for one. Yeah, I'll have to settle for one. Shoot. Yeah, very true, Lilith. Like I said, everybody that's getting new to Call of the Wild, I would highly recommend subscribing to some people that play the game. Flinter and Scarecrow, in my opinion, are the two best ones. Also, Lady Legend is also really, really good. And then myself, if you guys want to look at me that way, I appreciate it. But like I said, I'm hoping that I'll get 5,000 subscribers at some point, so I can actually get hired by Expansive Worlds to actually get early access and stuff for you guys. But until then, I just kind of have to go with the flow. Oh, that deer just spawned in. Again, how did that shot not hit? Gosh, my shooting stinks today. What do you mean by your grind stats, Bob? If you're just wanting to tell me how many kills you're into a grind or something like that, and how many diamonds you got, that's always fine. If that's what you're meaning by your stats. Otherwise, you might have to elaborate a little bit for me. Might have to explain a little bit to me. If you don't know what elaborate means. Some people do and some people don't know that word, so. And again, guys, I know my shooting today has not been on par, but it's just from where where I haven't got this down pat yet. Every time you start a new grind, for some reason, you tend to be a little bit out of whack. And then as you get more locked into the grind, you get a lot more locked into your shooting. So, forgive my really bad shot placements, guys. I really am a good shooter at this game. Just for some reason today, it ain't working out for me. Not locked in or something. Yes, that is always welcome, man. The only thing that I don't want people doing is like encouraging, like if you're live streaming, I don't want you to come into my stream and be like, "Hey guys, come over here and join mine." You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want that kind of self promotion. I mean, you're more than welcome to tell people that you have a channel and stuff like that if they want to come and check your stuff out. I don't mind that at all. But I don't really, I just don't want nobody coming to my channel and being like, "Hey guys, I'm currently live streaming or I have this video up. You guys need to come over here and see this," because that's kind of like trying to steal my viewers. But I mean, if you just want to tell me your stats though, and you're wanting me to see like how your grind is going, that's always welcome. That doesn't bother me a bit. Oh, he's gonna float. Well, if he wants to float, he can float, but I ain't waiting on him. Now, guys, I will let you all know I am not counting right now. I don't know how many kills into the grind I am, and honestly, I don't have anything to count my animals with. So, I probably won't know what my count is on this species, guys. Just want to let you all know that. I know a lot of you guys are interested to see how long it took me to get the great one, but to be honest, I'm so excited for the new map that I actually just forgot to even start counting today. So if any of you guys want to go to the very beginning of the stream, like after this stream has already aired today, and you guys want to tell me how many kills I did today, I'd appreciate it. But if you guys don't want to do that, it ain't no problem. Like I totally understand if you guys are not interested in doing that. But yeah, I don't know how many kills in I am, guys. I just haven't been counting. I have nothing to count with, and I just didn't want to do it in my head. So I'm streaming for way too long today to be able to just count numbers. All right, Bob. It's not a problem, man. Like I said, just self promotion. I don't really encourage on the channel just because I don't want people to steal my viewers or people to go over and see their stuff and be like, and then then I'll lose subscribers because of it. So like that's the only thing I don't really support. Oh come on, you could have stood there for like 2 more seconds. Stay right there. Stay there. Thank you. Well, that was interesting. 931 kills, 5 trolls, 15 diamonds, and 5 rares. That is actually not bad. That's actually a really good grind. Even if it's taking you hundreds of kills, that's actually really good. So your grind is pretty healthy. I mean, like I said, 15 diamonds and 935 kills, that is showing me that it is a loose management. But the fact that you do have that many diamonds is showing that it's working, though. So, at the same time, I will say that yours is a loose management. But those are pretty good numbers for that type of an HM. So, you're actually doing pretty good. Also, I know that some of you guys may want me to stop on the kill cam ever so often and just show off the bucks that I'm shooting. But unless they're like wonky or a rare or something, I usually just fly through them. So, because I'm really trying to kill as many animals as possible. Another reason as to why I don't really count my grinds. That's the reason why I don't count my numbers is because I just want to fly through them as fast as possible. I don't really want to stop and like have to worry about counting and seeing how much I am. But in the grind today, guys, so far, I wouldn't doubt if we have about 50. About 50 kills in is where I'd put us as an estimate, but I could be off. Count the number you killed that play session? Well, the problem is that if you look at this though, if you're wanting to do it from the kill session, there really isn't. I mean, I don't know where you would go to see because. Because there really isn't anywhere to go to like I can't go over and scroll down. So like I wouldn't go with that because it ain't going to show me exactly how many animals I killed during the session. I mean, you just saw me scan through it, and it does show what my latest harvests are, but it doesn't show you all of your harvests. And because of that, that's not really a good thing to go with. And I can't really scroll up or down on that list either. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but I'm probably not going to go by that. What is a loose management? So I explained it to you a little bit ago, Bob, but you may have been away from the stream or something. But a loose management means that a majority of the map is herd managed, not the whole thing. Like not every single pond that needs to be managed is managed down, but most of them. A tight management means that you literally have every single zone possibly managed that you can get managed. But yeah, loose management means that you're getting a really good number of diamonds, because most of your map is managed, but it doesn't. But like you still have some zones that have some level 2s in it. Like right now in Mississippi, I know for a fact that that some of my ponds have level 2s on them that I want to have as level 1s because of the fact that I shot them today and then they went somewhere else. So that's forcing me to have now a loose management on my map instead of a tight one like we had the last time I streamed. Yeah, well, Lilith, I wouldn't trust that. You can't scroll up and down, and therefore it just shows you like what your last 20 kills are and something like that. So yeah, you don't want to go by that. Most people count their kills by either having a calculator next to them and just adding one every time that they drop an animal, or some people even have a counter where they can just have it on their phones and just keep counting like a click-a-majig type thing. But unfortunately, I don't have anything like that. I don't think that's going to make diamond, but I mean, it has a very slight chance. He's not going to be a diamond. Yeah, he ain't going to make diamond. I'm going to go ahead and just shoot him with this. If he does make diamond, though, I'll be pretty sad. No. Oh, we got the lung. Let's go. That was a lucky shot. It might be, Lilith. If you're able to go to that list and scroll down and actually be able to see, like, what time that you killed him, and it also has a date on there, because, see, that's the thing, is that if it showed me a date and a time, I would know exactly which grind that was and what time of day it was, and I would know for a fact that I could do that method. But if it doesn't show you a date, and it also doesn't show you what time that you killed it, then you don't have any way to really record if that was the same day or not. So, I wouldn't rely on it unless you know for a fact where you started. Those are good bucks over there. I'm going to try to get both of these. See, do I have any others over here? Okay, that's just one. Alright. No, come on. I mean, I hit him. Oh, I needed that one bullet there. Oh well, he'll die. Alright, Bob. Thank you for making a stop by the stream today, though, man. I hope you have a great time. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button on the way out if you want to join us again sometime. I appreciate you, man. Yours says the date and time. Okay, good. So you'd be able to do it then. As long as you know what day that was on, you'll be able to keep up with it. So that will work for you. It just, I don't think that mine shows it. Let me see. It is the codex under hunt and log and latest harvest, ain't it? Yeah, like I can't scroll up or down here. And I also can't go over there and like see it. So I don't think there is a way for me to do it on my end. My poor dog had to swim all the way over here. See ya, man. Hope you have a great night, buddy. Hopefully we'll see you again next week whenever our next streams are. Also, Bob, if you happen to still be here, I will post my streaming schedule every Sunday. So every Sunday afternoon or evening, I'll put out what days and what times we're streaming every week. And it is Eastern Standard Time all the time. But I always put that on there anyways where I'm new. Also, guys, a little tip for anybody who uses dogs. If you push the button that makes them follow you, so like if you push, like for me, it's down on the D-pad, it makes them heal. If you push it down twice, it'll actually make them search for blood. And then you can push it one time to make them follow you again. I actually did not know that till yesterday. So for anybody who uses a dog, if you hit the heal button 2 different times, it'll actually make them start tracking blood instead. That way you don't have to open up the wheel. And I actually did not know that was a thing until like yesterday by accident. Also, if you guys are new to the channel and you guys are having a good time with Call of the Wild and that's what you're here for, that is totally fine. But if you guys also enjoy watching video game movies like playthroughs without voiceover in them, I do have plenty of those on the channel too that I've also released, and I try my best to make the editing extremely good and make it fun to watch. Some of my early stuff you actually can see how I've grown over time. My Spider-Man 1 playthrough, I'll probably end up doing that again at some point in the future, along with Spider-Man 2. Because I had some major editing mishaps on the last 2 episodes of Spider-Man 2 that I didn't realize. But yeah, guys, if you enjoy like playthroughs and stuff, it is on my channel as well, and I would encourage you guys to go and check those out if you want. I think the only playthroughs that have my voiceover in them are the live playthroughs where I was doing a cooperative Gotham Knights, and I think my Dead Space was the only 2 that actually has my voice so far. It is 11:30, guys. Now, also another piece of information for you guys, if you're new to grinding, do not quit as soon as the drink zone ends. If you are able to keep going to your zones, and this is for any animal, any need zone even, if your need zone reaches the end of its time and you're still finding animals, keep doing your grind. That way you can double the amount of kills that you get. Sometimes you can go back to the same zone that you started your grind on, and you'll already have the respawns from that early morning. So make sure that you guys are doing 2 runs at least before you stop your grinds. Or if you know that it's like 11:30 and there's nothing else there like how it is right now, you can go ahead and stop your grind and move and start a new run. But if it's early in the final hour of the drink or feed time for your animals, guys, go ahead and search a couple more of your zones and see if you have those respawns there. The more animals you kill, the quicker to the grind you'll go. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. Yeah, no problem, buddy. No problem, Lilith. Like I said, those are the 2 methods of doing it. Is to shoot them and claim them, but don't shoot more than 4 animals. Like, if you shoot 2 level 1s, you want 2 level 2s to take their place. And you don't really want to put more than that because the game can get confused if you go beyond 4 to 6 animals. And if you try it several times and it doesn't work, go ahead and try to restart the entire game. And usually it'll work whenever you come back in. But if you're going to restart the entire game, don't claim them. That's the catch. If the claiming method is not working and they're not swapping zones, then shoot them down and then leave them laying and go ahead and end the game and then come back into the game. And that'll also make them switch sometimes. But yeah, I'm glad that it worked for you. I'm happy that my advice gave you forgive me, my stutter came back. I'm glad that my advice worked out for you. And if you guys haven't noticed too, I have not done a main menu reset once, and I'm still getting plenty of respawns. So again, guys, you do not have to main menu reset. Yes, you will have a few zones that don't come back in until later in the day because the respawns just don't come back immediately. But you do not have to do main menu resets, and Expansive World has always said not to do those if you can help it. I love this zone. There's so many bucks. Level 1? I don't want you here. Is there a big boy in here somewhere? No? Well, I don't want the level 1 here, so I'm going to shoot him first. Get him out of here. Shoot him down. Okay, got him twice. That should be 3 dead bucks right there. Let me get Duke fixed. He's on the other side of the pond. Hang on a second, guys. Gotta get my doggy. There we go. There you go, buddy. Now you don't gotta run all the way around the pond. But yeah, Lilith, for anybody else also who needs the swapping method, it doesn't just work for bucks or just does. It works for any animal you guys might need to swap. So, let's say that in one of your zones you really want to hunt bucks out of it, but it's all females. Do the same thing with 2 males and 2 females, and they can switch sometimes. So, like how my zone down here right now is all female. If I wanted to try to force some males to come back down here, I could go over to any of these zones and shoot out 2 of the males. And then go down there and shoot out 2 females, and then claim them, and then reset time and come back, and they might respawn. Where it might take each other's places. Or you can do the method where you leave them laying, and then then exit out of the game entirely, and then come back into it. But yeah, guys, you can also swap around genders as well. What's up, Colton? Welcome back, man. Glad to see you able to make it back. Hope you're doing well, Colton. We haven't got any kind of trophies yet. You haven't missed anything. It's all been normal bucks. I'm pretty sure that I have some solos somewhere, Colton, because my herd management is no longer popping. I was getting a diamond every few kills, but ever since I started my main grind today, I've lost a few of the bucks, and I think that they came back as level 2s. I don't think I have a diamond anywhere on the map because these ain't coming back as level 1s. Nope, that's a bad shot. It's better, at least. Woo! I don't know what I hit there, but it dropped him. That was good. No, Colt, not yet, man. Like I just stated a second ago, a lot of my bucks have now moved to other ponds, I'm pretty sure. And so I do have some solos that I was unaware of. And I think it's messed up my herd management a little bit. I haven't had any diamonds yet, and I haven't had any raids. So no trophies just yet, man. Hopefully it won't be too long, though. Yeah, maybe off stream, guys. I might have to go around my other ponds and try to herd manage a little bit more. I hate that because I really didn't want to manage, but I really do want to get a great one off this map. Legitimately this time, not just by a lucky respawn. I really would like to actually get a full grind and actually be able to claim an animal that I worked for. What did I hit this last shot? Ooh, I got the neck. 300-yard neck shot. Let's go. I was wondering what dropped him. Nah, I ain't gonna check that pond right now.